or welcome back to my channel. So I have another book haul because I bought books a while ago, and well, not really a while ago, but yeah, I bought them and it's taken a while for all of them to get here. So yeah, and one more came today, and I didn't want to wait for the other books to make a huge unhaul, so I'm just gonna do a small unhaul because why not? I haven't opened them yet, so scissors, because these packages are hard to open. These thrift books one really are. These are thrift books, right? I don't know. I usually buy books off thrift books, so I usually just assume, but this time I bought some off of Amazon and some off of eBay too, so even with scissors these can be hard. Okay, got this. Warriors, this is the 4th book of the 6th arc, and it says, the sky is clear, but darkness clouds the path ahead. The prophecy has been fulfilled. Sky Clan has returned to its place among the other warrior clans, but not every cat is convinced that this is where Sky Clan belongs. I lost where I was. The careful balance around the lake is more fragile than ever, and all 5 warrior clans are still in danger. Wonder what's going on. The darkest night. Vision of shadows. Okay. This is a smaller book. I wonder what it is. I don't remember what I bought. Actually, yes, I do. I mostly bought Warriors, except for the Round Ruin series, which they all came. And then the book I bought Mom for Christmas, but that came too, so. Yep, Warriors, because it's always Warriors. Well, right now it's always Warriors until I get all the books, which I almost have all the books. So yay. Well, this is one of the novellas. Path of a Warrior. Which novella is that? So many novellas, it's hard to tell these days. Okay, let's see. Looking for my Wolf Warrior thing. Because I have okay, so the Path of Warrior is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. It's the 5th set of novellas, so I have to buy the rest. The only reason why I bought this one, I wasn't gonna buy this one yet. I was gonna wait for to do all the novellas. But this one was only like $1 or $2, so I was like, that's a great deal. It might not be there when I want to buy it later, so I decided to go ahead and buy it because it was a good deal. Path of Warrior. This has, I think this is supposed to have like 3 novellas in one. Yeah, this book actually is a book of 3. See, here's the 3rd one, Shadow Stars Life. Let's see. Let's see, first one. His novellas come in sets of 3s. I thought it was gonna be like 3 books coming together in one package, but apparently I was wrong. It's 1 book with 3 stories in it. I was not expecting that. So this one, the first one is Red Tail's Debt. Where's the second one? Okay. Tawny Pelt's Clan, and then the other one was, I showed you, what did I say? Shadow Stars Life. Well, okay, it's hard to read it with this covering some of the words. Let's see if I can figure out what began the fatal conflict between Red Tail and something. Why did Tawny Pelt as Shadow Clan's deputy? It's hard to read when this thing is blocking it. Like, how am I supposed to read what those words say? How did Shadow Star become the first leader to lose her 9th life? So the novels are just kind of like the super editions. Each of these super editions are about one character, and it gets a little bit more in depth of them. Sometimes it can be like their past before the series started, or sometimes it can be in between one of the arcs. Like the only super edition I've read was Firestar's Quest, because that's the first one, and that's actually in between arcs 1 and 2, because it's after the first arc when Firestar is the clan leader, and he has made a sandstorm, and then at the end of the book, you find out that Sandstorm's actually pregnant with their kids, who are the main characters in the second arc, Squirrel Flight and Leafpool. So yeah, this is about. But with Novellas, there's it publishes in 3 stories, and with the Novellas, each story is its own too. Stories are a lot shorter, obviously, than super editions. Super editions are long, so they get more in depth. But I guess novels are just a quick I guess novels are just more of a get you to understand something that happened that might not have been answered in one of the arcs about a character. So yeah, it's intriguing. And this is annoying me because I can't read what it says, and I always like to read what it says on the back. I do. I always have to read the summary before I read a book. I do. That's how I choose what books I want to read, what I want on my TBR list, what I want to buy, what I want to rent, whatever. I don't do it by cover or even title. Yeah, sometimes the cover and title might pop out to me and make me stop while I'm in a bookstore to give it a look, but in the end, and usually I don't even really pay attention much to the cover, and like I mentioned, I don't really until recently, because there's a lot of booktube prompts like pick your favorite cover. Which one is your favorite cover that you own? Which one's your worst favorite cover? Which one's the worst cover you own? Or something like that. And until I started seeing those and actually really gazing and truly looking at my covers, I didn't realize that I actually have some really pretty covers, because I never really cared enough to look at the cover. I don't really care about pretty covers, this and that, as long as the story is good. So I always make sure. So the summary is the one thing I care about. If the summary sounds good, then I'm all in. So yeah. This one is also short. I'm pretty sure I only bought one novella, so I know I only bought one novella. I'll be buying more novellas soon, sometime in January, because I want to get the rest of the novellas. There's one set of novellas. Let's see. This was the 5th set. Then there's one more after this, A Warrior Spirit, which is a set of Pebbleshine's Kids, Tree Roots, and Mothwing Secrets. And then A Warrior's Choice, which will contain of Daisy's Kin, Blackfoot's Reckoning, and Spotfur's Rebellion. Those haven't actually been published yet. They will get published in 2021. Do you guys think I should do a video of what I books I'm in anticipated releases? Because I don't really know many. I just have a few anticipated releases, and I'm not used to having anticipated releases at all. So if you guys want me to do a video like that, then just comment down below and I will. But yeah, so this is the 5th one. There's 4 more before that, and I actually found a one of it has the first 3 or 4, I don't remember, but it's either 3 or 4, so that's almost all of them I can get. I want to say 4, but I might be wrong, it might be 3, but that's only for $20 or $30. I'm that's actually really cheap for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 9 or 12 books. That's actually really cheap for 9 and 12 books. So yeah, I want to get that when I have a little bit more money. So yeah, and then I'll need to get A Warrior Spirit, and then I'll have everything until the 7th arc is published, which they've already published the first 3 books, I think, but 4 books, I think. But I don't want to get the 7th arc until they're all published, and then yeah, so my friend who is a Warriors fan as well said that they're supposed to be publishing the 5th book of the 7th arc and sometime in May of 2021. And then she said her guess, it's just her guess, but her guess is that the 6th one will be published around December. So I'm gonna have to wait a whole year, because I'm gonna finish these pretty soon. After I start these, I'm probably gonna finish them kind of soon. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to wait a good year for the 7th to read the 7th arc, and I have no idea when the next the 7th set of these novellas. That's what it's called, novellas. I'm gonna have to. I don't know how long I'm gonna have to wait. All I know is that it's gonna be published sometime in 2021. I don't have a day or a month. But the super editions, as far as I know, there aren't gonna be any in 2021 because the last one, which my friend bought me for my birthday earlier this month, Great Stripes Bow, just came out late 2020. So yeah. So I haven't heard anything about a super edition yet. But there might be a super edition coming out that they just haven't announced yet. Who knows? But if they do make another super edition, it probably won't be till 2022. They might announce it 2021, but if they do end up making it, it's probably not gonna be till 2022. I might be wrong, but that's just my guess. So yeah. So let's see what this book is. It's Dawn of the Clans, the 5th arc, The Blazing Star, Book 4. To survive, you must grow and spread like the blazing star. In the aftermath of the first great battle, the cats from the mountains must learn to move on, but a deadly disease threatens to strike at the heart of both camps, and only one thing can save them. They must seek the blazing star. Yeah, this is the 5th arc, yet it is actually a prequel series. So this is actually based how the clans all got together in the first place before the first arc, the prophecy begins. And then A Vision Shadows is the 6th arc, and then that goes back to the timeline we're in, I think. I'm a little confused. I won't know for sure until I actually start reading them all and understand what the heck's going on. That one was easy. Ooh, yay, hardcover. Hardcover's my favorite, but I will get paperback if it's cheaper. I mean, it depends. Like, if I have more than enough money, then I will spend a little extra on a hardback. But if not, then I will do the paperback. I just prefer hardback, but that might just be me. This is Dawn of the Clans, the first battle. This is book 3. Says, before Scourge defeated Tiger Star, before Rusty entered the forest, before Blue Star ruled ThunderClan, the warrior clans were born. Greed is only the beginning, there will be war. Since fleeing from Clear Sky's camp in the forest, Thunder has safely returned to settle on the moor with Greywing. But the rivalries that have plagued the cats for moons are growing stronger. Greywing still believes there is a way for both groups to live in peace, while Clear Sky insists the harsh rules and divided territories are the only hope for the future. What started as a misunderstanding between two brothers has spread far and wide, and now every mountain cat, rogue, and kitty pet who settles in the forest will be forced to pick a side. Yikes. So this is how the clans. One wants them all to be united, one wants them to be all separated. Intriguing. Well, that's the 4 books for this mini unhaul. Well, technically that's what, 4, 5. That's 6 because like there's these 3 and there's 3 in here, so that's technically 6 because these are technically, there is in one book, but there's still technically different stories. At least that's the way I see it. So that's technically 6 books. At least that's the way I see it. Maybe I'm wrong, but the novel shouldn't take that long. I mean, there's 3 stories in one book, and the book's not like too thick, so there can't be too many chapters or pages for each one. How many are? For the first one, there is 97 pages and 10 chapters. There might be 10 chapters for each of them. Is there? Because I'm curious now. Chapter 10, and yep, it goes to the next one, and where it says chapter 10, and that is the last one. Well, I'll be getting the rest of the novels probably late January, early February, but I'll be doing the Friends Reads On in January, so I'll probably start Warriors either February or March, because I also want to reread Secrets before I start Warriors, or technically reread, because I've read the first 2 arcs and the first super edition, so I'm going to be starting over because there's a lot I don't remember, and reread what I've already read, and then read what I haven't read, and there's a lot of books, but luckily I almost have all of them now. I have all of the arcs, sort of. I mean, I bought all the arcs, and they're all still coming, but they'll be here eventually. But yeah, so I'm gonna have all the arcs. I'm going to get the rest of the novella soonish. Honestly, it might be more until late February until I actually end up getting it, but that's okay because as long as I do it before I actually start Warriors, because yeah, so okay, yeah, so that's it for this video. Please like and subscribe and comment your recent unhauls, and if you want to read any of these books, if you want to try the Warrior series, I do recommend it. You know, I love it so far. I hope I love the rest. I'm sure I will. I love Aaron Hunter's writing, and the errands are very descriptive and in detail, and I love that. And one thing I love, like, they write about animals. Like, Seekers is about bears, Warriors is about cats, Survivors is about dogs, and Bravelands is about like 3 or 4 different animals. I don't remember honestly, but yeah. So, but like with Warriors, they really get into their characters. Like, instead of calling humans, well, humans, because how would cat know we're called humans? The cats call us two legs because they have 4 legs. Seekers call humans, crap, what did they call them? Oh, flat faces, because yeah, our nose might be sticking out of it, but compared to them, we do have pretty much flat faces. So yeah, I don't remember what the Warriors call road, but the Seekers call them black water, I think, or solid water, something like that. I forgot what it was now. Crap. It's going to annoy me. Oh, Black Path. That's what they call it. Or was it Warriors? One of the two. I don't remember. One of either Warriors or Seekers calls it Black Path. Okay, and then I think Seekers calls a sidewalk Silver Path. So they are probably the ones that call the road Black Path too. I think the Warriors call it something that has to do with death, like the death path or something, because with them being a lot smaller, it's a lot easier to get hit by a car on a road. So on a road, yeah. So yeah. So yeah. So I love these books, and they're the only fantasy that I read, to be honest, because I'm all in on fantasy. Fantasy is my thing, and I have so much. Like, seriously, every book I own is fantasy except for Aaron Hunter's books. And yeah, so I'll have a bookshelf tour soon. I'm gonna make a video when I get my bookshelf when it actually comes, and I'm gonna like show you how I decide to organize it. I still have to figure out how I want to organize it because I haven't decided. But yeah, so yeah, you do that. So I'm going to do that, and you guys will get a bookshelf tour eventually. So yeah, you can follow me on Twitter, Goodreads, and Bookstagram at SecretBooks, and I will talk to you guys later.